Hey friends, how are you? Hope you're well. I'm here today to have one of these sit down chat videos. My computer's down here. Couldn't be bothered to go upstairs and sit in my room, so I've got the house to myself just now, so I thought I'll just sit in the sofa. Yeah, I have my cuppa. I also have a chocolate peppermint cookie I made the dough way back at Christmas, and I saved some of it, so I baked it off the other day, so I thought I'd just do a sit down. Haven't done for a couple of months, haven't done a sit down chat. And this is a sort of topic that I think a lot of us have either still happens or in the past it has happened. And that is you've been given a book as a present by a family member or a friend. And you've looked at it and you're like, no, this book is not for me. And you obviously you don't want to upset them. It's like, geez, you don't want to go, no, I don't want that book. So you do the polite thing. And you go, oh, lovely, that's really nice. But in your head, you're going, what the heck do I do with this? So it's like, what do you do with these books? Obviously, you can't give them back to them and say it was very nice of you, but no thank you. So what are your options? What can you do? So that's what I would like to discuss with you. What have I done in the past? And the way I see it, you've probably got maybe three options. So, no, maybe four. The first option is you suck it up and you read the book. And you may be surprised. You may look at the book and you go, yeah, but then you start reading and you're actually, ooh, I actually quite like this. I think this happens especially if it's an author that you haven't read before, or you maybe just read one of their books and it was like, it's okay. This could be the book that really gets you excited about this author. So yes, you can read the book and hope for the best and hope that you do like it. And then you can turn to them and say, oh, that was really good, really enjoyed that. Your second option, and this is one that I've done a couple of times, I have to say, is you give it to another friend who you kind of know would possibly like that book. If it's an author that you're not that keen on, but you know someone else who does like that book, then you can re-gift it. And as I say, I've done that a couple of times. I made sure that the friend that I re-gifted it to didn't know the person that gave it to me. I think it's easier to re-gift if the friend hasn't written you a note inside. If they've written you a note inside, then it's very hard to re-gift. But that is one way to, make sure that the gift is not wasted, as the saying goes. Your third option, the way I see it, is a thrift shop. Put it into a charity shop, or if you've got somewhere, like as we do in the UK, we have there's a place called Barter Books down in Alnwick, which is a really big second-hand bookshop. You can take it there. And hand it in. If you've got an account there, you'll get money for it. So you could do that, or you could just put it into a charity shop. Again, you need to make sure that you're not putting it into a charity shop that the person who gave it to you is likely to go into. So you need to kind of think about that. Think about location as well as where you can put it off to. So those are kind of three areas. The third one is you could try and resell it yourself on like an online platform like Pango or etc. Again, hoping that the person that gave it to you will not see that you're reselling it. Your fifth option would be to possibly try and go to a bookstore where you know that they sell that book and see if they will take it back or at least let you exchange it. I've done that once and I've been really lucky, and that they said, yeah, absolutely fine, no problem, we'll take this back. It looks like it came from one of our shops anywhere elsewhere. We'll take it back and you can have, you know, an exchange for it, which was really, really good of them. They aren't bound to that, especially if you have no receipt, because obviously being a gift, it will not have a receipt. So that's kind of the way I have in the past sort of got my way around the problem of a book that I really didn't want to read or really didn't like the sound of. I always feel guilty, I have to say. I feel so guilty if I regift it, if I put it into a charity shop or whatever, because I really feel sorry, because the person has given me this book because they think I'm going to like it. And, you know, it's like, oh gosh, you know, they've spent money on it and I'm just going, I really don't want it, let's get rid of it. I'm lucky that now friends and family will say to me, are there any books you want? And I have like on an online bookshop that is very big, I have a wish list, and I just say to them, right, okay, here's a link to that wish list. Don't have to get it from them, but if any of these books are, you know, you can get them, then I would love one of those. That's the way I get around it now. I am sort of going to start culling those lists, because I'm not joking, they are massive, they are huge, and no matter how many years of my life I live, I don't think I would ever get to all of them. So I think I'm going to just make myself up a Word document and just have the books that I most definitely would like to read on that. So if anybody asks me, there you go. But as I say, most friends and family now will ask me what I want, or if they don't really want to ask me what kind of book I want, they will actually just give me a book token that I can go and spend in either, if it's a national book token, I can spend on any bookshop in the UK, or if they give me a Waterstones one, I can spend it in Waterstones, and that works really, really well. So yeah, so that's kind of what I do. I would love to know what you do. I really would. It's like, it's one of these topics that you're like, do you dare ask people or do you dare not? And I've dared to ask. So here we go. What do you do, guys, when you are given a book and you're like, oh no, I don't want that book. I really don't want to read that book. What do you do with it? I would love to know. Please tell me down in the comments. If you've got any other ideas apart from the ones that I've shared, I would love to know. I really would. But I just thought this would be an interesting topic to discuss. Also, do your friends and family now sort of know what you like to read, and therefore you don't get this situation as much? That would be really good to know. But yeah, let's chat about this down in the comments. I'd love to know your thoughts, etc. on it. But I hope you've enjoyed this wee chat video, and that it's maybe given you some food for thought, or you know, it's made you think about, you know, this sort of idea. But until my next video, friends, stay safe and happy reading. Bye.